is about a pound of ricotta, 3/4 cup flour.
Yeah, do a little less. Always add the flour gradually. If you again, it depends on how long the ricotta's been draining. If it's a little bit wetter, if it hasn't drained as long, you're going to need to add more flour. And also, the opposite is true. So you can always add more flour, but once it's in there, obviously you can't take it away. So
it's pretty much mixed.
It's definitely something you don't want to overdo, and it comes together pretty quickly. So once it kind of forms a nice ball and you knead everything together, then it's basically done. But the nice thing about this is that because there isn't potato in it, you're much less likely to over knead it.
Sometimes I love to serve this with just like making arugula pesto or something really simple, light, simple marinara sauce. You can open up a jar. I'm not opposed to that, but throw black olive croutons on it, just or fried basil, just to make it a little different. And just roll it out. So olive oil in a pot, mirepoix, onion, celery, and carrots. You're going to sweat out the mirepoix for at least 5 to 7 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to add is the chicken livers. And this is going to make your house smell real good. Chicken livers and the sage. A lot of sage. Don't hold back. So you're going to sweat out those too for about 3-4 minutes. The veal, pork, and lamb is all ground up. You're going to let this cook for about 3 or 4 minutes too, just to start releasing some of the fats and the juices. And then you're going to add some red wine. And chopped tomatoes or some canned tomatoes or tomatoes that you have in your garden that you just want to chop up. If you don't have beef stock or veal stock at home, chicken stock will be fine, or a little bit of water. And then you're just going to let this cook. Honestly, you're not going to worry about it for a little while, for at least an hour. At the end, salt and pepper. If you want, it's up to you. You can add heavy cream or butter just to make this a little bit more richer. I sort of omit it. I like to let the pasta shine. And then you're going to get a glorious looking pot of meat, like ragu, like this. Salt and pepper. And if you're going to let it cook down and you think it needs a little more liquid, add a little bit more veal stock, add water.
Now, as I mentioned, we made these a little bit ago, popped them in the freezer, and it doesn't affect
a bowl or
their texture or anything, but it just makes your life easier when you go to cook them.
It's fine. But it's one of those dishes that, oh my God, it's great. The recipe will come out soon. So they took what? All of 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes to float up. A little longer Aspen time, but not too long. And if you're going to do a lot, if you're going to do like a whole sheet tray or a half a sheet tray, do them in batches, and then hold the pasta in some olive oil until you're going to sauce the gnocchi. So you can toss it with grated cheese, butter, cream. You could add more fat to it if you want, but you don't need to. And we're going to garnish with a little fried basil leaf. If you don't have basil, you can do parsley, you can do tarragon. This is a great way to actually, you can fry herbs like this. If you have a lot of herbs and you just want to throw them on any kind of a salad, or say if you have salmon tartare and you want a texture, fried herbs are great. Isn't that pretty? But this is the final product.